Okay, we are live. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, or good day to everyone out there. This is DrFox2000, your host for today's stream, the Icelandic Volcano Eruption Day 25. This is awesome. And you're probably going, hey, how come we have a whole row of little volcanoes all the way across? And this is where it gets interesting today. Some very, very cool stuff going on. Now, first off, this picture looks a little foggy, but we'll get through it and bear with me. It does improve over time. We are actually downwind. The camera is located downwind from where the smoke is coming from. And the smoke is coming from all those little openings. Anyway, let's see if we can describe the image we're looking at. Anyway, on your far right-hand side, you've got Bob and Bob Jr. Right beside each other. Then you got some new little guy in there, and we're not sure what they're calling him yet. And there's another one just off to the side of that, going further to the left, just about center screen, and then another one there. So these are just popping up like crazy. Then, of course, we have Sif. And then there's a brand new one just beyond Sif. And this is just incredible how much of this stuff is opening up. And good evening to everyone who's joining. Let's see who's already here. Zeho99, welcome. Bree, glad to have you along, hun. And hopefully it will be a good night. Elif, welcome. First time I've seen you here, but welcome to the stream. Perfectability 999, welcome back. Great to see you in there. Okay, I'm already seeing so much blue here. I'm wondering what's going on. Hi, Morgan, Snowman, how are you doing there? Okay, we should be good with this. Welcome for everyone coming into the stream. And let's see what we can get going here. As you see in this picture, like we have a whole bunch more activity going on. And I did not get enough time to research everything to figure out what was really happening. But it looks like the fissure is opening up. John Doe, greetings from Germany, everyone. Vielen Dank, Don Joe. Glad you could join us. And greetings to you as well. Let's see. So anyway, just to look at the whole row, basically the fissure has opened up a whole bunch. Okay, and I'm just going to pop through the other views here, and I'm not sure if everything is loaded up correctly, but we've got a pretty neat looking scenario. And if I'm not mistaken, it's supposed to be Sif over on the right hand side on top of that hill, and I don't see a heck of a lot of coming out of no, sorry, not Sif, but flow. My apologies. On the right hand side, coming down the hill, we do see some flow flowing, but we don't see the cone like we did yesterday, and it's not pushing out as much. Now, as we go back over, the next guy to the left there is, I guess it will be Ulf, and then my favorite one there is Sif, who seems to be really tall tonight. He's shooting up very, very high, and I should actually mark on the screen just so you know what I'm referring to here. Let's put Sif underneath here. Oop, my mouse slipped. Okay, there's Sif. There's Wolf. And Flow over on this side. And here we got new stuff. New. For this one and this one. And also some more new stuff, actually, just around over there somewhere. So that's kind of what we're looking at, and from this angle it looks pretty good. And then our bob is way over on the end here. Okay, so just so we don't miss out on Bob here. Bob and Bob Jr. together. So, all right, this is the lineup. So the new fellas on the block, I'm not sure what we're going to do with them yet or call them. But going back to this way, the other direction, you can see what I was referring to here. The lower stuff here we can't actually see on that other view, or one of them we can't see. But I also see some stuff just on the side of Bob here. So really got to make me wonder, and I'm wondering if that over here is actually Ulf. Unless he's created another new one here. So I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to put a question mark there, and this should be Sif, though. We're pretty sure of that. And Sif is really shooting it up there. It's amazing how high that's jetting out. But then again, that's a really nice, well-formed cone as well. So we do like it. We do like it. And then I'll put Bob back over on this side here, just so we have him. Okay, and I see Bob starting to perk up a little bit as well. It was a little dark before. Jolie, good evening, welcome back. Doc and all up to 6 now. Heard one of the new ones being called Hell. Oh. Well, actually, you know, this whole scene, it could be. It's pretty awesome looking. So I'm not sure which one of the new ones was being called that. Maybe one of these two here. Question mark. If you know which, that would be nice, Jolie. Now, I'm not sure if, like I said, I'm not sure if that's Ulf, but that one certainly is bright as well, over on the left-hand side here, and we should see how high Sif is dumping that stuff out. Okay. I put my mouse on it, and it was up to here. So it's shooting it out just as high as it is tall. Wow. That is amazing. That is really, really amazing. That is, if we watch that line on top, you see it'll get back up there and touch it again and again. That is just absolutely spectacular. So we definitely got some activity. There it goes again. Actually, even higher than the line this time. This is amazing. Yeah, 6. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, something like that. Maybe 7. I'm not sure if we're counting correctly, Kim. But a lot of things happened today, and this is just really, really amazing. So I'm excited about it. But anyway, in case you missed the stuff that was going on earlier, I was able to get some footage from just right around noon, and I will play that in a half a sec here. Just let me clear the whiteboard on this one, so when we come back we don't get scared and wonder what happened. Okay, and here's the footage from earlier today. And we can definitely see Bob on the right-hand side. And unfortunately, the camera view did not go beyond SIF. So we do have something now that's beyond SIF. So there's SIF. Here's one of the new ones. And it looks like we got two little guys in here. Okay. So... and then later on, I think we had something appearing somewhere over here, but I'm not sure if this one is going to be kind of off our books here. That may be just flow coming out of Bob. But yeah, this so for sure we have three new ones there, and I'm not sure if these two guys in the middle here. If they've combined into one, and that's almost what it looked like on the other screen. So if we go back to this shot, well, I still see two distinctive elements there, and that's this guy and this guy. So we had three there earlier, and this was the other little lump I was talking about, thinking that it might just be some flow coming out from Bob, but definitely some super action, and I think this has got to be new over here, because I don't recall anything being that close to SIF, or sorry, yeah, that close to SIF. Let's just pop into the other angles here for a second, and yeah, I'm going to clear the whiteboard here, and yeah, so we definitely identified SIF as being the one that's really ejecting. So I'm not sure. So this, whoop, where's my thing? This would be SIF. So this one is awful close. I think Ulf was a little bit further away, if I'm not mistaken, but I may be wrong. So unless there's another one that we can't see from this angle somewhere down there in the front, you know, that may be it too. So from this backside. Anyway, let's clear that real quick, and we'll pop to a couple of the other views. This one is not very good right now. We got real heavy smoke. So we will go to this one, and that's zoomed in just a little bit more there, trying to see what's going on, and we can see that the right beside Bob is on the right-hand side. They've really created a new yellowish red lava field there, and that's the two new ones that are cooking in there. So, whoop, apparently my whiteboard's not working on this one yet, but yeah, that should be all right. Why is that not working? All right, I don't know, maybe my whiteboard doesn't love me. But anyway, the ones on the left-hand side, those are the brand new ones there. There's a fair-sized one, and the other one looks a little smaller. But this is pretty cool action, if you ask me. So, okay, just checking back, looking at what's in the chat here. And 42 people in the room. Welcome everyone, whoever's just joining us. Glad that you guys could make it, and some exciting stuff going on here at the volcano today. The fissure has opened up, and we have several new vents forming, or protrusions coming up and building up. So we may have some more new cones. Now, as I was saying earlier, the one thing that we aren't seeing so well is we don't see too much activity squirting out of the top of flow down at the end, and flow has got to be up there somewhere. And we do see some output, but because of the angle and the smoke, we're not seeing a heck of a lot. It almost looks like it's there. Maybe I've got my picture drawn a little wrong, but don't see too much there other than the snaky lava flow going out. But it's the other stuff that's more interesting to me right now. And yeah, it's got to be Ulf, and that this has got to be Sif. That's what I'm thinking this angle is. And then these are new, these two guys here. Definitely new. Okay, quit drawing. We'll clear that out. Never mind. So, things are looking good, guys, and we've got some interesting things happening. Status Quo, welcome back. Rico, welcome. Diane, welcome. Kim, I already said welcome, so I didn't miss you. Philomena, welcome. And ventral view. Okay, wise guys. Yeah, there's a little bit more splashing out of that. The one of the new ones, I guess. That one isn't too far into the muck, but it looks pretty good. And getting back to the glowy cams, you can definitely see that there's a lot happening here, and I'm very happy with that. Excellent stuff to look at. So, and again, for those who missed it earlier, we did have the replay of earlier today, so around noon Iceland time. And let me clear that whiteboard so you can see what's going on. And in there, of course, you see Bob on the right-hand side, and then you see several vents opened up. Two kind of little guys here, and then another one just to the left of it. And over here you can see Sif, right? So, and now apparently what we're seeing, there's something just beyond Sif in that kind of a direction over there. So this stuff is definitely new. We're seeing a little bit more of a glow over here as well when we go back to the night shot. So I'm hoping that kind of gives you guys a little bit of an idea of what's going on. So if we pop to the map real quick, now that stuff on the map is I'm going to kind of try to circle it where it's all happening. Somewhere down here. Now you can see the orange line. That's kind of the central line for where that fissure actually is, and it is, you know, a fairly extended fissure, but we have that extra new activity right in that region. Okay, and so yeah, that should be right. But we're also seeing something, and I thought we're seeing something either here or where the camera angle might be seeing this guy here on the other angle, but I'm not 100% sure yet. I'm going to have to keep looking at it to figure that out, and maybe they'll zoom out for us, and we might be able to see a little bit better. But we'll bring it back there, and this is awesome, guys. So excellent stuff. And okay, I'm gonna take a couple minutes here just to wet my whistle because I don't know if you can hear it, but I can hear it. It's starting to get a frog in my throat or something like that. Be right back. Less than 2 minutes. Okay, I said I'd be back in less than 2 minutes, and I am back. So, yes, please get those likes up. If you like what you're seeing, give a thumbs up, and we'll keep going. Make it go up to I don't know, 20 or 30 or something. As long as it's going up, I'll be happy. Anyway, I'm gonna flip through the screens. This one's actually fairly fuzzy because the smoke clouds are actually headed pretty much straight towards the camera, and that's unfortunate, but we'll have to live with the view. Although what we're seeing is pretty awesome. This a whole row of red little volcanoes is really, really cool. You know, I'm thinking it's excellent. So, and again, just to recap on the right-hand side, of course, you have Bob, and I won't draw on him. And then I'm noticing a lighter flow just in front of him. Not sure if that particular thing is another vent forming or if that is just outflow from Bob. Then we move over a little bit and we have a couple of brand new vents, which are really, really awesome. And those formed early today, very early, I think. And that's all along that same fissure line. And then our next fella in line is the one that's shooting up really tall. That's this guy here. And that is Sif. And that's pretty awesome. So the questionable one is this one. I'm not sure if that's Wolf from the other side or how far they've zoomed the camera back, or if that is indeed a new one. So I'm not going to put a question mark there, guys. We don't know. So the footage, unfortunately, from earlier today, and I will show you that in a second. We'll clear this guy. We'll go let that run through again. And again, you can see Bob on the right-hand side, and then you can see the little guys. You can see something here. This kind of must have formed together because on the the night view, we can see both, right? Or we can see it as one. And then this is another new guy. And the other one in question is on that side over there on the left-hand side of Sif. And this is Sif sitting right there. So there we go. Anyway, so it's pretty cool to see this thing, and I don't know if we give them some, make it like this. Okay, and nah. Okay, enough of the drawing. Stop it. Okay, there we go. We'll get back to our volcanoes. Just have to have a little fun, guys. I'm kind of, that's me, wacky, punny kind of guy. Anyway, if you haven't hit that thumbs up already, please do give it a shot. And if you haven't subscribed yet and you want to see more of this type of content in the future, by all means, hit that button. If it's red, it should turn gray for you. And I don't know about the bell notifications. I usually, I don't want to say this, but I usually leave those guys off because I'm subscribed to quite a few people, and I don't need 1,000 different notifications about, coming on every day. But, at least you get notified if you are subscribed, right? So it's excellent that way. Yeah, so we see a heck of a lot going on in this picture, and to me, that's just wild. Do you think that all these fissures will join and create one long one? Well, Joel, or who was it? No, John Doe asked that. John, let me bring up the other map here just so you can understand better. With the fissure. Okay, I don't know if you can see, there's an orange line that's depicted right here, and it goes all the way up here, right? So this is actually creating one long fissure. All right, so if we get some places where the fissure isn't as wide and things like that, you'll find some points where you'll have more flow coming out as opposed to less flow in some of the other areas that are skinnier and so on. And looking at the length of this thing, it has a lot of places to squirt lava out. And I don't know if it's going to be an entire wall going up there or whatever, but from what we're seeing in the footage is that it's actually trying to build cones. So it's really, really neat to see that. But the other thing that we now have to bear in mind is the valley is filling up. Okay. And this may have, that may be the reason for these new guys opening up, because the ground may have been, had extra heat in there. And LL Pete, welcome. Anyway, it may have had extra heat in that ground, making it somewhat softer, allowing lava to, permeate and push up and through, right, as the fissure opens up a little bit more. I would certainly love to be there and see what is happening in the next couple of days, because this is really, to me, it's really awesome to see. So good stuff, if you ask me. Yes, it is really bright. Who else we got here? I'm just looking for names that I might have missed. I think I got everybody. Desi, I said hi to you, I think. If not, hi. Yeah, I think I got pretty much everyone listed there. So yeah, hey, this is to me is just super duper awesome. I really, really like this. Some of the other scenes aren't as bright and viewable, but direction of smoke it really causes a problem. Like this one view here, this is just horrible. But when we get back over to the original camera view here, we can see Bob on the right hand side and the two new ones that are still down in the valley with Bob, right? And they're just on the other edge of it, so that's pretty awesome. And then we'll stretch it out a little bit wider there, and then you can see Sif up on the hill on the left hand side, and likely a new fella way far on the left. So this is really, really cool. But the smoke is making our scenery bad. Oh, come on, smoke, go away. Okay, I'll play that clip from earlier today again so you can see that while we give it a couple of seconds for that smoke to try to clear. And again, you see Bob on the right-hand side, and then down in the valley you see two fairly close together down on the bottom, and then the next step up there's another one there. So the two right down on the bottom have joined together, or at least that's what it appears to be in the nighttime shot. So we have some extra stuff there. Let's see if our picture got a little bit better. No, it didn't really get any better, but I guess we'll have to live with it because well, this one's a little more bubbly now. And I'll leave that on there for a few seconds. And I don't think I took long enough of a break because I still need to deal with my throat here. It's dried out real bad. Give me a couple of minutes. Be right back. Okay, I had a good drink there, and hopefully that'll help my throat out for a little while. Anyway, yeah, this thing is just like wow. Cooking awesome. I wish I could get that up a little higher, that view. Unfortunately, I don't think I can. Let me have a peek at it. I might be able to do something here. Okay, we'll peek at one of the other ones for a minute. Yeah, that one's not very good. Neither is that view. See, they're all in the smoke. That's the problem. And this is the about the best one we got right now. So, okay, let me try to create a better view here of some sort. Even our good view is turned bad. Not for good viewing tonight, that's for sure. Oh, there's Bob lighting up a bit. There's really not much I can do to change that. I'm not there to move cameras or anything like that. Actually, Pepsi. Pepsi is my nectar of life. So I can't drink because of a medical condition. So alcohol is not on my list of things to consume. Although I wish I could have a nice cool beer once in a while, but it doesn't work that way. So I think the last time I actually had a drink of alcohol was probably over 20 years ago. And I didn't care for it back then that much anyway. Anyway, oh, there he's got that extra R in there again. Oh, fun, fun, fun. Yeah. Welcome back, Gary, or Barry, I should say. Glad to have you here. Jägermeister, or Finnish Sisu for your voice. Okay, I'll have to try that. Right to left is Bob. New twin vents are being called Rag and Nar, then Sif, then Hell. Okay. Abigail, thank you. Let me let me get that on the screen. That way we can kind of figure this out. Okay, so we have Bob on the far right. Okay, Bob with Bob Jr. as we call him. All right. Then the next guy here. Now I'm not sure. Is it Rag and then Nar? Is that right, Abigail? Okay. So this one will be called Rag. And this guy here is Nar. Okay, I'll make that a little better there. Okay. And then, of course, over here, Sif. And apparently they're calling this guy Hell. H-E-L. I think. Whoop. What the heck am I doing? Oh, that mouse doesn't want to cooperate. There. Okay, so, yeah, wow. That's a pretty good lineup. Yep, there we go. So, Ragnar, okay. Good one, Kim. Yes, Bob, Ragnar, Sif, Hell, Wolf, and Flo. So that's the flow, or that's the gist of it. So this is what we're seeing on screen here. So that is a lot of activity, though, that happened very quickly. And I'm glad the fisher opened up and gave us a little bit more of a show. And it looks like Bob is back to his normal self there, doing what he needs to. Oh my God, Barry, don't confuse the issue. You're welcome, Kent. And hopefully that helps out. I'm still concerned about that little spot that's right beside. Well, maybe that's just part of the lava lake that this all has formed. But I was thinking in here that there was something. And in the earlier video this morning, hi RLC or Ron, how's it going? Thanks for popping in. Busy day, yes, it sure has been. We've got everything from hell to rag to nar dropping in and causing problems, starting to squeeze the other guys out. So that fisher has opened up a whole bunch. I'm waiting for 10 more vents to open to see who remembers all the ridiculous names. Barry, that's something that we're going to have to figure out if that's the case. Maybe we'll just call it the gelding group or something. What do you think? Gelding group? Oh, I don't know what else to call them. Gelding Gadalish. Gelding Gadalish. And then on the other side, we still have, where are we here? This is, I guess is the backside of Flo, I think. I'm not 100% sure where they're actually pointing this camera, but this is still the side that is on the Maridalish Valley side. So that's to the northeast is where this view is coming from. And we're looking, I guess, south or southeast-ish or something in that regard. Sorry, it'd be southwest-ish maybe. If we're looking, if it's the right camera I'm thinking of, anyway. Let's see. Light Enigma's venting. Okay. Well, welcome, Schurter, and we'll put it back on this screen here. And this is just awesome and cool. So I hope that's all right. You guys can see those names. We can redraw those on there in a little bit and deal with that. Since there's a few more people in the channel, in the chat, and so on, just to let you all know, I'm DrFox2000, your host. People call me Doc for short. If you have any questions, you can post them in the stream. And if you haven't already hit that like button, please do hit the like. Make those numbers go up a little bit for me. It helps with the algorithms. Also, if you want more content like this, by all means do hit that subscribe button. If it's still red down below the screen there, you want to turn it gray so you get some more of this fantastic footage that's coming. And it is very interesting today. Anyway, back to the volcano for a few minutes. This is... did you name those little volcanoes? No, I'm not the one who named them, Autotech Andy. Those names were supplied by others. The only one that I'm going to keep my claim to fame on is Bob. The rest is everybody else's stuff. And we'll leave it at that. And even with having named Bob originally, I could get in trouble for that. Anyway, so as exciting all the new activity has been, truth is they are actually very worried about the current trend of this system. I could understand that, Ron. It is a little worrisome because if the flow rate out of the original Bob continues to be 5 meters per second, and although we've seen flow kind of back down a little bit, but surely the rest of the volume out of the other now 4 very active vents is going to turn around and have some ramifications of extra lava, right? And Meridalish to the northeast, it does have a sizable capacity of 7.7 million cubic meters, and it's nowhere near at that. We already know that the original Geldingadarlish valley here, our original valley, is filled up. Okay, it had a capacity of roughly 6.6 million cubic meters, or 6.4 million. I can't remember what the decimal place actually was, but yeah, it's definitely already full. So flow has been like the outflow of the valley has started, both in the southern and the eastern side, where it could find the lower points, as well as back in the Meridalish to the northeast. So it's a really fantastic time to be able to watch this, and I think we're lucky to be able to see this kind of a view. This is, to me, just awesome. It kind of reminds me of, gee, when the Earth was young, a long, long time ago. Oh, the good old days, eh? This is really cool, though. It is really cool. Anyway, for those who are joining, if you haven't hit that thumbs up yet and you like what you're seeing, please do hit the thumbs up and help me out with the ratings a little bit, and would be greatly appreciated. Also, if you haven't subscribed, you can do that. Also, to mention, we do have super chat and super stickers are available. Although I'm not pushing that in any way, shape, or form, I'm just letting you know that that's actually there. Other than that, this is pretty skookum looking at these views. And I'm just going to flip through the other ones real quick to see what else we got. And then we'll do some renaming. Bob Belch out basalts, flow fast, lava output, SIF, sudden Icelandic fissure, wolf, unexpected lava flow. Ah! Very good naming, Ron. Very good. I'm glad somebody put some sense to it. You did a fantastic job. Okay, here's our long-range shot from looking back. I guess we'd be looking kind of southwestish here from Meridalish on the other side of the valley there. So that's looking there, and on the right-hand side we see what's coming out of flow. But because there's so much smoke lingering and hanging there, it's creating a very poor visibility. Going to pop through the other ones here, and I'm not 100% sure which thing we're actually looking at here, because it is so dark and only lightens up once in a while. But it is a close-up. It almost looks like SIF over on the left-hand side there, but I am unsure. We'll keep going through. Here's a little bit of a close up, but that's looking pretty smoky and hot. We'll give it a little longer range shot. So, look at the size of that ejecta coming out of SIF. That I kept on saying yesterday he's being coy by not putting anything out and just building his cone up slightly yesterday all day. And look at him go today. He's got the rocket engine going and shooting up in the air higher than the actual cone. So to me, that is pretty awesome. Um, and even Bob came back to life. Bob was a little bit quiet, um, but he's spurting up real well as well. So excellent stuff as far as I can see. Okay, now I am going to take a couple more minutes here. I will be back, and don't go anywhere. Okay, not sure if my 5 minutes is up, but I am back. And for those who are just joining, I'm DrFox2000, your host. A lot of people have asked in the past streams, hey, what's your qualifications to do this or whatever? Hey, first off, I have none. I'm an amateur geologist as well as a prospector, mainly hunt for gold and things like that. I do like volcanoes, of course. The extinct kind are more favorable for finding gold, but I do like watching the active ones, and this is pretty cool to be able to see this. As far as if you want to say anything, just you can refer to me as Doc. That all works. And I see a few more people just showed up here. Hey, Simo, welcome. Glad you could make it from down under. And Autotech Andy, I think I said hi to you earlier. Jax, welcome. Barry, welcome. Oh no, hang on. I already said welcome to you. I mean, you don't get two. Remgirl2247, hi, welcome to the stream. I think there was somebody, yeah, that was Remgirl saying, first time I ever heard a voice on a chat line. Well, it is a stream. It's not really, well, it is a chat line, but it is a stream. So, came along as a narrator, and it helps work things out a little bit. That picture got a little bit fuzzy there. I don't know what the guys are doing. But now this one from the backside is starting to look a little bit better too. Kind of an awesome shot here. We still can't see too much stuff coming out of flow, so I'm wondering what's going on there. But still, we see a beautiful line of lava, as well as that's basically the line following where the fissure is, with the exception of the right-hand side going down the hill here. That's just lava flow. But if you kind of put the dots between those erupting spouts there, that's where the fissure lies. So, okay. Kim, you're doing a wonderful job there. What gives and thrives your interest in this stuff? Well, the renewal of the planet, like the tectonic actions, the power of Mother Nature, like the whole planet. Basically, we're like fleas on this planet, and all Mother Nature has to do is just shake it a whole bunch and get rid of us. I think it's incredible, the power behind what we're seeing. And if there was a way to partially harness that power, it would be awesome. And I'm not talking about just doing geothermal heating, but you could probably harness, this type of lava flow if you controlled it a little bit more. And of course, we still need to work on getting a lot of things in place for that kind of things, because we don't have the ability to work with very hot materials, to keep everything put together all the time. But I think it would be really, really neat to see, some more of this heat put in, turned into energy. And there's so much energy there that, everybody could basically, after it's created, you'd have free energy forever. So I shouldn't say forever, but at least, our lifespans, that kind of thing, which is pretty cool. Did you see the cyclone in Western Australia? No, I did not, Simo. What happened there, if you want to elaborate? Thanks, David. I appreciate that. From Florida. Okay. Mother Nature and Mother Earth are two awesome gals. I thought they were one and the same, but oh, maybe like okay, never mind. I'll leave that alone. They're doing a good job. Now, funny part is, when you take a look at this planet, technically it's about 80% of it is not really suitable for habitation by humans. So Mother Nature is keeping her land private for the most part. So anyway, we'll flip back to the other view and see if that's gotten any better. Still looks a little fuzzy, but it is what it is. But anyway, over on the right hand side, of course, we see Bob, and then I'll write that on here again so we can see. Well, hang on, maybe I won't write it on there. What happened to our feed? Oh, the feed came back. There it is. Okay, so Bob over here, and I already forgot the other names. Where are we? I gotta write this stuff down. It was in the chat. Here, I'll put Sif here. Oops. This guy was called Hell. And I believe that was Nar. And which is the one I'm missing, guys? That's Nar. Okay. I'm missing the one. I forgot what it was called. I'll have to roll back here. The rag. That's it. Rag. There we go. Okay, so that's the basic names. And yep, there we got. And the ones that are not on screen are over there to the that direction, and that will be in the order. If we're going that way, it should be Wolf and Flow. So Wolf is the next one, and then after that we have Flow. So that's where we stand right now. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 vents basically, or 7 there, she's got it down pat. Jolie, thank you. And I got it. Okay. Alsif Nara Bob. Okay, now, what language is that actually in, Barry? Hell opened up on the 13th, you betcha. And it is actually, well, right now it should be technically the 14th there, since it's just after midnight by about 4 minutes. But I'm still calling this day 25 because that's when we started with our streaming. And anyway, I'm going to replay the earlier video of today, just so for those who didn't see what it looked like. And this was around just slightly before noon Icelandic time. And here we go, so you can see what it looked like then. And of course, you let's see if I play that again. It'll play again. Let's do this again. Okay. There we go. We'll let that run. Okay, so that's working. And so we know Bob is over on the right-hand side. And here's the little babies as they're growing. And you can see there's definitely something coming out of there. And this guy over here in a nice cone here is Sif, of course. And so that'll be Nar. Like that, and Rag, okay, and Bob over here. So that's what it looked like earlier today, and of course Hell and the rest of them are off in the right hand side. So that's where it is. Anyway, that's kind of what it looks like. And we'll go back to the other screen. Then you can see the names again. And we're looking pretty good. So, yeah, that works. This is just awesome and fantastic. So, I'll clear the screen here so we can just look at the volcanoes. And it is creating one heck of a lava field in here that's really glowing. So I'm a little concerned about where's this flowing on the back side here. I think the only real direction it's got is here, if I'm not mistaken. I also like this real big puddle here. This looks like a nice lake. It's developing right beside Bob's cone. So pretty awesome stuff. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Other pictures, where are we? Okay, here's a different view. This is one of the other cameras. And this is, yeah, again from the back side. So on the Bob would be on the left side here, okay, from this view. And then we have, I'm not sure because I can't see, it's too smoky and too dark to be able to identify which one is which. But I'm thinking this guy there is Sif. And from looking at it from this angle. So then we know that should be Nar. And Rag would be over here. Something like that. Right about here somewhere. Okay, and then this fellow over here is Hell. Okay. So that's the lineup from this this side, from this camera view, and a surprising larger increase of smoke. So that is something that is a little bit of a concern. We're perhaps getting a little bit more material in the lava flow that we weren't really wanting. So there could be some other things in there. The Ragnar story is a true story. Okay. All right. Actually, I've heard of the Ragnar story before, so just not sure what it is. Okay, so that's what you found. I'm actually going to copy and paste that. I keep it for future use. I have a file just for that kind of thing. Very awesome stuff. New text document. Open up. And There we go. All right. And we'll save and close it. All right. So cool beans, man. I like it. I like it. What about Bob? Who says geologists don't have a sense of humor? And you missed moo. Many organisms overwhelmed. Oh, punny, punny, punny. Very punny, Barry. But I like it. Keep up the fine humor. And here's our lava field. Man, that looks gorgeous. It really, really makes you think of, you know, how long ago was Earth, you know, all of Earth looking like this, where it was just spewing out volcanoes left, right, and center, you know. It's just kind of, when you start thinking about it, it wasn't really that long ago when we had these things going, but I guess in certain areas and regions, you have a lot more activity. Iceland, of course, being one of them, because it being, you know, where two plates are pulling apart and creating new Earth, if we want to call it that. It's awesome. 66.6 million years ago was the last one. Okay. Actually, yeah, that is right. There was a very large outbreak of volcanoes everywhere, and this is something where, when you talk about that, where I have a little kind of a quirk, 66.6 million years ago. And when we look at that number and go, okay, well, what happened 65 million years ago? We got hit by a big asteroid. So a lot of people are kind of going, this doesn't make sense. But it is in fact true that the Earth's atmosphere had changed immensely about a million years prior due to the volcanic activity, and it did kill off a lot of the life that was here. So the extinction of the dinosaurs, as per se, 65 million years ago, there weren't that many of them around anymore, maybe half of what there was before. And it was actually the volcanoes and stuff that a million, yeah, I guess that would be a million years before that, or whatever, 65 million, yeah, 66 million years, would have put a big dent into life on Earth as we know it, right? So, but hey, it's all good because we're here now, and we don't need to worry about that kind of stuff. The next asteroid, they say for sure nothing's going to hit us for another. What is it, 9 or 10 years or something? So we'll be safe, I think. And noticing the dots or spots on the camera, it's starting to rain there at the volcano site again. Welcome, Gary. Thanks for popping in and putting my home stream on there. Just to let everyone know, I do have my 24/7 stream that I run basically as sky watching and watching the local bunnies and their wild rabbits, and they come, I feed them, and they're happy. So they have a safe and clean place to eat. But I do have that other stream going, and it is 24/7. So if you scroll up, you can grab that link if you like. And that's all fine. But right now we're doing the volcano thing, and I am super impressed with how high Sif is ejecting lava. That is just awesome. It's got to be just as high as that cone is, if not higher. Ah, mentioned Ragnarok. Okay, Sif. An actor called Sif. Okay. Ragnarok. Okay. Why are none of these called rock yet? One of them has to become a rock. What do you think? Okay. And I'm sure that's going to happen eventually. Anyway, I see a whole bunch more people had come into the channel. Welcome to everyone who has joined. I'm DrFox2000, your host. You can call me Doc for short. I am an amateur geologist and a prospector. I do enjoy looking at volcanoes, especially ones that aren't so hot. You know, they've cooled for a couple million years and have a potential of having a little bit of a payday in them, if you will. I also do like to get into observing plate tectonics and you know, the general geology of the Earth, this kind of thing. It's very interesting to me, and I'm glad that you guys are all here to be able to share this with you. Right now, we're seeing a view of Darlish. If I'm saying it correct. Anyway, that's Icelandic for the valley that's pretty much full of lava now. The valley's capacity was 6.4 or 6.6 million cubic meters, and it's pretty much done filling up, and it's starting to flow in other directions. So the valley next to it, which to the northeast, has already received some. We are also noticing that there's some extra flow heading south, and also to another point where it goes east. I'm going to throw a map on the screen here so you guys can have a look at that map real quick, and that kind of gives you the flow patterns here. So up, I'm just going to put an N up there, that's north. Just have to shut another stream's noise off here. And so the new areas that where we have new action is basically here, or very close to it. And now I'm not sure, but I think hell is somewhere here. So this guy should be hell, and this should be nar, and this should be rag is the bottom one. So those are the new ones. The other ones in here, that'll be Sif in here, okay, and Wolf is here, and Flow at the top, and that should give you a pretty good idea. And of course down here is Bob, right? So Bob. Anyway, that looks all pretty cool, right? So but we were talking about the valley filling up, and as you see up in the northern area, we have a pretty substantial path that's already handed it, or flowing into the Meridalish to the northeast into the valley. So that's starting to look pretty cool, and the other areas of concern for outflow now is going to be here, and we don't know if this is going to end up, sorry, I should go a little bit further there, if it's going to do this, or if it's going to go this way, or is this going to sneak along back on the inside of the ridge here and try to sneak that way. So it's going to be interesting. And then also on the other end down here where the blue arrow is, we're definitely getting some progress of because the capacity of that valley is so full, it's starting to push out of it, and it's pretty awesome to see that. Anyway, guys, if you like the content and what you're seeing, and the pictures on the screen and that type of thing, Please hit that like button if you can. Ooh, we got some kind of UFO floating across there. Spaceship, low flying spaceship. Um, hey, gotta love it, gotta love it. Uh, Doc Black summoned you? Oh my God, Doc Black. Why did you summon him? Yes, it is software. Okay, cool. Let me switch back to the other views here so we can see a little bit more. One of the things that I did notice with this new eruption of these, or sorry, new, yeah, well, I guess we call them new eruptions of these new vents along the fissure, is that they are awfully smoky. Okay, and this is something that is kind of weird, but yeah, they're really putting out a lot of smoke. Now, before we knew that the material consisted of about 80 to 82% silica, and we had somewhere between 12 and 15% iron, and then the rest of the material was a mixed group of elements and minerals. So, but that was running fairly clean, and it was coming out with not causing too much smoke. But now, since these new ones have opened up, there seems to be a lot more smoke, and I'm wondering if this is really a sign for something else happening here. So, one thing that I do have to mention is, when we have multiple fissure, or like a fissure that's as long as this, and multiple vents opening up along it, that whole area starts to really heat up and it gets soft. So if we have underlying pressure under there, that can turn around and really cascade into something really big. So we don't know if that's what's going to happen, but that those are possibilities. And as I mentioned before, it could also go the other way. This may be what is taking the pressure off of everything, and tomorrow we'll have nothing. So we really don't know. It's a wait and see game to see what happens, right? And on that friendly note, I see a couple more people hit the like button. Also, a couple more people came in. Welcome to you. Please, if you like what you're seeing, do hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, you want to see more of this type of content, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button, turn it to gray from red. And if you like notifications, I personally don't like them because I subscribe to too many people. Otherwise, you end up with too many notifications. Anyway, it's pretty awesome looking at this. And I'm just going to flip through the other cameras again. Yeah, the views with the smoke is not as nice as we would like it to be. And there's really not a heck of a lot I can do about the smoke. But anyway, I'm going to show you real quick what it looked like earlier today. So this was just before noon is when this particular video was recorded. And of course you can see Bob over here on the right hand side with the double lines underneath it. And then this is a baby rag is the name on that one, a rag. Okay. And this is a baby nar. So that all is all pretty cool. And of course this guy over here is a happy Sif, because now he's got neighbors, all kinds of them. Now hell is just off screen in this shot. We'll do it that way, and then beyond hell is wolf. Okay, and then way on the far side there is flow. So we have a whole bunch of different activity happening, and it's awesome to see these new ones building up. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what happens, especially with these two guys. If they create a larger cone, or if perhaps we'll have some more fissure opening up and creating something else just right next to Bob here in between those, or if this entire thing is going to collapse. We really don't know what's going to happen, but it looks pretty awesome right now. So let's go back to it. There it is, foggy or smoky. Yeah, all the views are a little bit smoky, and unfortunately, oh, this one's not that bad. We'll leave it here for a minute. And I will take another 5-minute break, guys. And please don't go away. If you haven't hit that like button yet, please give that a shot. Subscribe if you haven't. Things that are also available in the there is super chat and super stickers. Not pushing anyone to do any of that, but I'm just letting you know, if you are so inclined, it is there. So I will be back in about 5 minutes or 6 minutes, and everybody should be okay. And wow, that would be hell. No, no, hell is the one on the end. Okay. Which one is Sif? In this view, it's hard to tell. Sif was really squirting up there, though. I think this might be. Whoa, hang on. What am I doing here? Wrong screen. Okay. That be. We're thinking that is Sif, and this is hell here. If I'm right, and that's Bob over here. Okay. Rag is here. Oh, no, Rag is this guy. And what was the other one? My God, I forgot their names already. Nar. Okay, so that's kind of the lineup here, and then over on this side over here somewhere, there should be Wolf and Flo, but we're not seeing them very well from this camera angle. Anyway, I'll clear that off, and I will be back in a few minutes, you guys. So don't go away, and play nice in the sandbox. Oh, by the way, the sand is really, really hot. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back, guys and gals, ladies and gentlemen, and all you others. And I see a few people are coming and a couple going. Doc Black, take care, have a good night. We'll see you again. Thanks for stopping in. Really do appreciate that. And who else is new that came in that I missed? Kevin Costello. And where was that Yellowstone guy? I seen that Yellowstone caldera. I'm not sleeping. Hi, I'm a real volcano. Okay, if you're a real volcano and you're communicating with us, please don't blow your top. We like you. You're a nice guy. Keep calm. I'm sure it's going to take a while. Well, Kim, I think it's going to be later. You know, things could happen, and they could happen very quickly. But as far as the Earth being a big volcano, you do have to realize that, you know, we are on a molten ball, basically, and we have a very solid iron core in the middle there somewhere, and basically we're a big dynamo for lack of better words, generating a certain amount of electricity, which also in turn generates a magnetic field, which protects us and lets us live on this wonderful planet, even though we are living on top of a floating carpet of rock, which is, literally floating on top of the magma. And thankfully, it's because it's lighter, we're staying up. That would really be a bad day if we started sinking. I'd be going, hey, Elon Musk, please let me on one of your rockets there. I want to leave. Mars wouldn't sound too bad too bad of an option. Thank you, Abigail. I'm glad you enjoy the webcast, and I try to make it enjoyable. I'm not a professional at this. Hopefully you guys are getting something out of it that is both educational and funny at the same time. That kind of thing. So it is. It's a fun hobby for me, and I am actually looking to, keep growing the channel, and eventually, if I get enough, subscribers and equipment and so on and so forth, to be able to go do streams full time in exotic locations, then I will do that. Right now, though, I'm stuck taking the public feeds like everyone else, and running with it for now. Haven't heard anything new on St. Lucia, sorry, not St. Lucia, St. Vincent, with what is it? La Soufrière. I did look for something earlier here, did not see anything. If anybody had any updates on that, they want to throw it in the chat, by all means, please do so. Iceland is the only place where you can drive and touch the northeast plate and the Euro plate. The pics are amazing. Okay, thank you. Daydream Believer. Yeah, you forgot the E at the end, but Soufrière, La Soufrière is on St. Vincent. That's correct. I don't know if I still have that other picture handy, but let's go back to, that's clear, that map. This is the map with the fissure indicated in orange, and here's the one end of it, and then the other end up in the top. Our new activity is basically in this region here, and also I think we have more here. I may have these just a little low. These guys, they might be up just a little bit here, one of them anyway. And the new one is hell over here beside SIF. So, and this is SIF was the existing one. So that kind of gives you an idea. Flow is over here in the back top end, and Wolf is right here. So this should be rag, and this one here be nar. Okay, so that gives you an idea anyway of what it is. My on-screen drawing is not that good, but anyway, I'm going to clear that off and just put X's to where they are roughly, and then kind of indicate what I'm seeing as far as flow is concerned. I mean where the lava is going. So obviously these two that I've already drawn, they are both flowing back into the original valley, which is already hit capacity. Then SIF, which is this guy here, he is doing likewise. And then there's another one that's hell. They're all flowing that direction right now. Okay, and then once we get over to here, that one is, hang on, I'll get it. It's coming to me, Wolf. And Wolf is doing a few things. We don't know if Wolf is pushing lava this way, but we also now have flow that was from yesterday was head on in this flow here. So that basically means that this whole area that we're looking at is going to rise in elevation as far as the lava is concerned. And then you have flow on the other top end here. So that's where flow is. And it's flowing. Flow is flowing over into Meridalish, okay, into there. And we're also getting some flow going into Meridalish from Wolf. So, and it did look like originally when SIF was spurting out that it may have started flowing this way a little bit, but it has since subsided in it, or flowing to the other side, right? Flowing back into the original valley. So anyway, I'll clear that off, go back to our views here, and see what's happening. So yeah, it's still a little bit on the rainy side there, as we can see, drops on the actual camera lens, and creates not as nice of a view, but that's still shows a pretty good shot of what we've got. SIF is spreading to Bob. Well, yeah, I think SIF was holding out on us. It really, for the last couple of days, SIF had very little ejecta coming from it. And if you're watching SIF, and I'm just going to point to him here, and if you're watching him, you'll see how high that ejecta is coming out now. And when it does shoot up, it's actually taller than the cone is. And to me, that is just unreal. That cone is probably 60, 70 feet tall, and that stuff is shooting out higher than that. When I say 60, 70 feet, maybe 20 to 30 meters, maybe up to 90 feet. because I don't have any measurements. I can't be accurate, but that's a rough estimate. And the fellow over on the far left here, hell as they call him, is producing an awful lot of lava, and that, to me, it looks like it's flowing down that way as well as behind Sif in that direction. So this is flowing back into the original valley. And since these guys, Rag here is basically working on helping Bob fill this pool up, and I'm assuming that Nar is doing the same thing with his lava around the backside. So it's pretty awesome. Okay, trying to read in the chat here. Judy Girl is Sif. I knew Sif was something special. Oh yeah, he's a troublemaker. Sif is the one that tried to take out the Bobcam. And oh, hey, Bobby Bugs or Hobby Bugs, welcome. Do you see any link between the eruption around the world? You know, I'm gonna say no to that, John. There is always a correlation of sorts between all of these things because we are on the same planet. But I don't know if I want to point a finger at it and say, hey, this is, you know, X happened because Y is over here. You know, it's hard to really fathom that. We're not 100% sure, so it makes things a little bit difficult. And I'm sure, you know, when you get into the big scheme of things and you look at all the elements of what we're really looking at, yeah, we're on the same planet. So yeah, it's going to affect it to a degree. Everything will affect everything else. So, you know, back to Newton's basic law of every action has an equal and opposite reaction, or of some type of a reaction. So it's very, very interesting. Quit frying steaks, Desi. They're not going to get done here. Any chance of this becoming a flood basalt? Well, if it keeps going, it could. But I don't know if we want to go that far, Tall Toad. I mean, it depends on how long this keeps going. You know, if you take a look at the history of the basalt flats in Washington State and Oregon, you know, they do have a cycle and they have a distinctive history, and we know when it happens, it definitely changes everything that was there. So, you know, given time, eventually everything will upheave and erode and so on and turn into everything else again. But you're thinking like just a giant basalt flat of some sort. And, you know, it could to a degree. It may not be millions of square miles, but it definitely can, you know, get large enough to start wanting to level out, and then of course gravity's going to take over. Anything that is liquid is going to flow to a lower point, right? And in this case, as we were looking at the maps earlier, the idea behind the lower point, so I'll bring, let's see, I'll bring this other map up from the other day. No, I don't know if I can draw on that one yet or not. I don't know. Anyway, this one, it just basically shows you the outline. Let's see if we can do this. Yeah, shows you the outline of where the basics were, and we do have a little bit more lava around now. So let me change my pencil here real quick. So We definitely have an increased area here. This is all a little bit more full. We have flow going both directions here, so this area is now filling up. This is probably to here now, and this may be outflowing here now. Once it gets over the ridge, then it'll start cutting, literally cutting a river into it. And it's still going to be a guessing game. Is it going to go into Meridalish, or is it going to meander down in this way? So if it goes down south, I don't know if where the mass is going to build up, but since we have the new ones here, okay, and we have the flow coming around this direction, I'm gonna guess, and this is just a guess, that we're gonna get flow somewhere here, and it's gonna go like that. I'm not sure what could happen here. If it goes to this side, then that could take a lot longer, because that's a really wide open area, and it could take a lot longer to get to the water, right? But if it chooses this bottom path, it could make it to the water, into the ocean. So we'll see. Anyway, we'll throw you back to the cameras and keep looking at this and seeing how cool it looks. I like it. I see Sif has got his flow back here. This is the path that he had earlier, but I think the whole thing is about that wide when he originally flowed into the valley here, and he had some offshoots behind him, and the camera was here somewhere looking, right? So that's the one that got wiped out. Anyway, it's pretty cool looking stuff, if you ask me. You're welcome, Tall Toad. Okay, I'm just reading some of the stuff in the chat here. Columbia River flood basalt area. Otter silver, yes, actually, that basalt from that last time it actually created the basalts, it changed the flow of the Columbia River. I still remember looking at the maps going, holy mackerel, it was way over to the east. And it got pushed over, and what was the other one? Snake River, and I'm not sure. I think it might have been the Rogue was also affected by some lava stuff that got on the way or something. And there was also upheavals there that created even more fun for those guys. So it was pretty cool, pretty interesting. And yes, everyone, welcome to the channel. I'm DrFox2000. People call me Doc for short. Just so you know, I am an amateur geologist. I am not a full-time professional at this. I am also a prospector. I enjoy going out hunting for gold and usually looking in kimberlites, or basically old vents of volcanoes, rather than these hot ones that we have on the screen right now. It's a little safer that way, and I really do enjoy doing that, as well as, you know, my other hobbies. I have too many hobbies. I like astronomy. Of course, I like flying my drones, you know, so that's pretty awesome and cool. And a myriad of other things that I enjoy. But I'm not here to talk about me. I'm here to talk about the volcanoes. So this is just awesome what's happening today. And I will run the video from earlier today. So this is just before noon Icelandic time. And you can actually see the new stuff building up in the just about in the middle of the picture there, if you will. and it looked really, really awesome. And you can see Bob on the right-hand side and Sif over on the left-hand side. So Bob on the right, then you have Rag, and then you have Nar, and then you have Sif. That is what's in this particular shot. Off to the left-hand side, you would then have Hell, Ulf, and Flo. So that kind of gives you a good idea of what's there. Okay, just trying to read some of the other parts of the chat here. It's hard to try to control everything and then look at the chats at the same time. Upheaval, northeast mass is still rising after the ice age. I'm sure Iceland is going through the same. And yes, actually, it's going to get pushed up. You know, if you want real estate, you want to own new, fresh, brand new land, Iceland is the place to start buying. Wait till they get a few more volcanoes there. They'll make their own land, and away we go. Iceland's going to become a big continent. Actually, another one that you actually want to, and I say that jokingly, but I kid you not, it can, in fact, keep growing and become a supercontinent. Another one to watch out for is actually the big island of Hawaii. Now, so far, we've only had the little islands of Hawaii, and what they are doing is moving to the northwest and moving away from the hotspot. And the big island has just basically slid off the hotspot a little bit, and we now to the southeast of that big island of Hawaii is where you are seeing activity on the seafloor again of new cones developing, and it could literally make the island of Hawaii itself a very, very large island indeed. So that's something to take a look at in the near future. You know, you may see changes in the next 20, 30 years of things happening there. But then again, we don't know. And it's just like any other volcano. Things can happen sporadically. Things can happen instantaneously. Or, you know, when I say instantaneous, I'm referring to, you know, in the relevance of the lifespan of the planet. A volcano is pretty much an instant little feature that comes and goes real fast, right? So it's awesome, it's cool, and we like it. My house is on, rebounding land since the last ice age. Yeah, no, that is cool. Actually, where I'm living here, yeah, I think there was what they said, about 2.5 kilometers of ice where I am now. If we go back about 100,000 years, I wouldn't be here. Oh, lots of fun. It moved from Iceland to Hotland. Yeah, actually, it's still the thing with Iceland. I still have kind of a pickle with that. You know, you got Greenland and you got Iceland. Well, Iceland should have been Greenland, and Greenland should have been Iceland, okay? But that's just me. Maybe somebody was trying to sell real estate over in Greenland, and they figured, hey, if we call it Greenland, everybody will come, right? They'll all have a good look at it and see what's happening. Let's see. Actually, it's funny that you mentioned about St. Vincent. Yes. Les Sophia is yeah, I haven't seen anything else from it. I did have that picture the other day, and I don't know if I still have it here. I'm going to take a look because I thought it was a pretty cool looking picture, if I can find it. Only have too many pictures on the screen sometimes here. No, I don't see it. Yeah, it's done and disappeared on me. So unfortunately, I can't show you that. But those people that were here before would know that it looked pretty cool. So it was, you know, with the big ring, we had a big steam ring around it. I should see if I can reload that picture for tomorrow's stream. So I'll see what I can do. Anyway, guys, I did say that I was only going to run 2 hours today, and I'll go another 10 or 15 minutes here because we do have just about 200 people in the stream. As long as you guys hit that like button there, and I want to see that go up a little bit, I'll stick around for a few more minutes. And I really would like to see that happen. So hit that like, make it go up. And also, if you haven't subscribed yet and you want to see more of this content, by all means, do make that red subscribe button turn gray. And if you need to hit the notification, you can do that. I myself just basically say to people, yeah, you'll get notified whether you hit the notification or not, right? So as long as you pay attention to it, should be good. So that's all cool, and thank you for pushing that up there a little bit more, and we'll keep going. Hi from Iceland, and I'm sorry, I'm gonna go Jonah. Jonah, I can pronounce Jonah. I'll call you Jonah. Thank you, Jonah, and I'm glad you could join us directly from Iceland. Appreciate that. It's awesome. Titus 3:10 always cannot believe anyone can or not vaccinated will not be rescued at St. Vincent. St. Vincent. That's actually wrong, Titus. That's incorrect. What they were doing is they were bringing them over to St. Lucia, and they were put into a camp there, and the first thing that they were doing was actually vaccinating them. So if there are people refusing to go, that's kind of up to them. But I don't know if things have changed there politically, but that is what I was made aware of and seen on the other videos that I did watch about that. So I hope that's along the lines, unless things have changed and we have some, you know, political disputes over there now, and people aren't doing that anymore. Yeah, what else? We really gotta try to beg Mother Nature, because things are starting to look crazier and crazier today. Every day. Yeah. I don't know if you really want to turn around and say it's looking crazier and crazier. Anastasia, I think it's just nowadays we have an ability to be able to see things on a very rapid pace because of exactly the medium that we're using now is the internet live stream. I mean, here we are, I'm 4,000 miles away from this volcano and I'm live streaming it, okay? The signals are about 5 or 6 or 10 or 20 seconds old, and that's it. So I'm basically getting this information pretty much instantly, and as you are. You know, you go back even 30 years, we didn't have this. 40 years, definitely didn't have it. You know, you go back 50 years, it didn't exist, right? So this is all new technology that's bringing us to the forefronts of being able to see everything very quickly. But it's always been happening. There have always been volcanoes going off. You know, and over the years that I've watched, there's been, like, I know, just dozens and dozens of Iceland has had multiples over, you know, the last 30 or 40 years that I basically have been watching these things. they've been popping left, right, and center as far as when you go look at, you know, geology in a shorter time scale, right? So Iceland crowds making their way across. We're closer to vents. Irresponsible, I believe. No respect for the power and unpredictability. Lexter, yeah, you do have a point there about you know, the unpredictability, and this is a double-edged sword because we don't know what's going to happen. It could blow sky high in 20 seconds from now, or you know, by tomorrow morning everything is dead in a doornail and we don't see any more flow coming out of anywhere. So this is the unpredictability with these types of volcanoes. It could go like mad or it could shut down instantly. But last time I said that, you know, on one of the other streams, after we finished the stream, and then I was watching about 4 hours later, and it's almost like there was absolutely zero flow coming out of anything. And Bob and Bob Jr., they were shrinking as well. And I thought, okay, this is all right. The next day by noon, they were back at it, you know, doing what they were supposed to. So it is pretty cool. Quiet, shy volcano. I don't know if it's so shy. It is pretty quiet. Okay, what else we got? Looks like the fissures are in a line. Yes, and I was gonna throw that back up on the screen here for a minute and just kind of show you on the map. And this map was provided by Ron, or RLC. He sent it over last night via email, and I really appreciated him doing that. He kind of indicated some more of the flow on there. So let's see if I will, let me get into the right mode here, and then I can probably draw on the screen again as soon as it changes. Oh, why did it not change? Oh, okay, I see what happened. There we go. All right, we're back to it. So anyway, let you look at the map first a little bit. You see down on the bottom here, there's Bob and his Bob Jr., as we call them. Okay, and so the new activity is somewhere around here and possibly around here. I may be off with these just by a little bit, but there is definitely, that's where Rag and Nar are. So I'll put a R and an N for this one here. So that's Nar. And Sif is here, this existing one. A new one is over here, and that's the one they're calling Hell. Okay, and oop, that's not a very good H. Okay, there we go. And this is Wolf. And then you got Flow at the back end here, or on the north end. Okay, so that gives you a good idea where they are here. And so to briefly describe what's going on, out of flow, yesterday we had flow going this way and coming back in that direction as well as flow coming down in that direction, going into Maradalish, into the big valley, right? Ulf, on the other hand, he looked more like he was flowing in this way, or perhaps down here. Now, Hell is definitely flowing this way. Sif is flowing this way, and you see Nar and Rag are both creating a big lava lake right down front. So as the levels rise here, we're going to start getting, this area is going to fill up and build up, right? So it all has to fill up and build up. Anyway, I'll clear that. We'll put us back into our other screen here so we can see the volcanoes. So from right to left, you've got Bomb on the right. I'll just put a B here. Okay. And you have Rag is here. Okay, this is Nar. This is Sif. This is Hell. And then over on the side, over in that direction, is where Ulf and Floor. Okay, so that'll help you guys out a little bit to see where things are and how it's laid out. Okay, we'll clear that out real quick. Who is asking what's Commodore, Apple, or Mac product? Maybe I missed something here. Snowman, thank you for the updated info. No, Snowman. Is Snowman giving you info? Oh, okay. I didn't see that, but I am DrFox2000, and people call me Doc, D-O-C. That's what I go by. It's all right. But you can call me late for supper even if you want. Okay. Kim, I'm still trying to figure out why you're going Commodore, or Macintosh, or Apple product. I think way before Apple. Oh, okay, was something. Okay, you guys are talking computers. All right, old stuff. I won't tell you that my very first computer was a Commodore VIC-20. And then a 64, and then a 128. No, never mind. I won't say that. That's a long time ago. I was always happy to be able to waste paper and print the old tractor feed stuff. I thought that was neat, man. Really, really neat. Tandy TRS-80 color computer for 64K. When that came out, Zeho, that was a miracle, that one. Pretty awesome stuff. Yeah, I remember punch cards too. Oops, I'm not supposed to say that, Scott, and welcome. Okay, Kim, then you're young. You're a young feller yet, which is fine. I won't hold it against you. Let's just say some of us have a few more years, few more treads on our worn out treads on our tires, if you like. I think, no, hang on, 83. I don't think I ever owned a car that was built in 83. I think my first car was a 61 Pontiac Parisienne 4-door with a big old 6 in it. And this was in the 70s. Okay. All right, I'll leave that alone now. Okay, played Oregon Trail on a 5 1/4 inch floppy. Oh yeah, that's awesome. Yes, Jonah, the lava that you are seeing is coming from deep down in the bowels of the earth, between 15 and 20 kilometers down. And again, composing pretty much. Oh, yeah, there's a floor high beam switch on the floor. You betcha. And yes, the flow coming up. Pardon me. Yeah, the flow coming up is about 80 to 82% silica, about 12 to 15% iron, and the rest is the mixed bag. Now, I noticed that the smoke is not quite as bad right now. Before, when we had a lot more smoke, I don't know if it's partially because of the wind direction or if it was just larger amounts of smoke. But I'm thinking, you know, as this was a fairly new vents opening up or whatever, that it may have been burning off some of the mineral stuff that was still in those pipes and causing extra smoke to come up. I see SIF is really pushing it right now, and keep seeing it squirt up higher and higher. I have a 300 baud modem. Ziho, I have the old 128 baud modem. 128 baud back in the day. That's old, and that was state of the art at the time. But anyway, we'll leave that alone. Yeah, three and a half. Yeah, 3.5s. I think I still have. I've got a whole big tub full of 3.5 inch floppy disks, and I think I might even have an old computer here that I kept just to play it on there. So, pretty awesome. Anyway, we'll go over the map real quick again, and then I'll show you the earlier footage from around noontime on the 24th, since it is the 25th in Iceland now. So here's the map, and if you look, you can see as I go along, I'll circle things here. So this is the original Bob, and then somewhere around here is where we've got Rag, and somewhere right next to him is Nar, and then further up here, this is Sif, and then we have the new guy called Hell right about in that area here. So I'll put an H here, S here, N here, and R here, so you get the idea. And Wolf is over here, gets a U, and then Flow is at the top end here. Now Flow today wasn't flowing as much, and I don't know if these new vents being closer to Bob there have taken some of the oomph away, but yesterday Flow was doing a nice job and flowing all the way down this way, as well as putting product in into Meredalish on the northeast side here. So that kind of gives you the idea, but the ones to look at here is this. That's what we'll see in the video footage here, and I'll bring up the footage from earlier, and there you go. And of course you see Bob on the right, and you see the baby versions. There's Baby Rag, okay, and there's a Baby Nar, and this fellow over here is Sif, and then the other Hell and Wolf and Flo are over there in the far east side there of this, or sorry, left side of this picture. It's actually, I guess, sort of westish. Well, northish, northwestish, I don't know, something like that, close. But we'll clear that, and just so you get a general idea what it looked like, and that is very unique. So we'll just go around the other cams a little bit here. There we can see on the right hand side, flow is creating a little bit more flow on the Meridalish side, but I'm sure it still has its flow going back into the original Galdingar Darlish Celtinga Darlish stuff. So AFX slot car track. I think I might even have one. No, I think I threw that out. Anyway, the darker area, so on the right hand side here, this is actually kind of built up here, and that's flow over here. So we'll put an F there. I'm not trying to be offensive, but that's flow. And I'm thinking that'll be Wolf and Sif. Oh, Sif. And then Nar and Rag, and then Bob is over here. And then the one we can't see is hiding back here somewhere. Or sorry, it'd be a little bit more on this side actually of Sif. So that's kind of what's happening from this direction, and this is the camera when you're looking at this. That is one of I believe either this camera or this one. Not 100% sure, but that's what it looks like to me. So we'll clear that off and go back. Oh no, I didn't want to go there. I wanted to go to this one, back to it. So we'll clear that off so you can see it again, and it looks pretty awesome from that side. If we go back to here, you can see some pretty good upheaval of the flows, and that's pretty awesome. And I think this one might be, that one might be hell. I don't know where, I can't see where Sif is from this angle. And we do have a flow happening along this direction. I don't know if that's going somewhere else now, or if that's the ridge line just up here, and that flow is sneaking through here somewhere. So it's going to be time will tell, and we'll see what happens, and I'll clear that off. And my 2-hour stream is already sitting at 2 hours and 20 minutes, guys. So I do need to shut it down. I have to attend to my bunnies and all those good things. So again, if any of you wanted to go over to my home stream, I can put that link on there. I don't have too much going on right now, but the bunnies aren't there eating, but I will paste that in. So okay, whoop, what the heck is going on here? DrFox. Okay, there's my home stream, and I've just pasted that in there. Yes, you're welcome, Gary, and I appreciate every one of you that has come to the stream today. Really delighted with the turnout, and also very happy with what's happening with the Volcano, because it's definitely given us some new stringers, some really cool action, and with especially with these two new flows coming out here. And yes, they are headed back into the original valley, Galdingadalish. I'm going to get it right yet, man. I'm going to get it right. But also you can see the lava lake that it's really forming between Bob and Rag. So this is pretty awesome looking, but I do have to get to it, and I will have to shut down. So thank you everyone for coming, and tomorrow's stream will be roughly about the same time at 5 p.m. It may be a little later at 5:30. I am on call as far as my job is concerned, so 100% start time at 5 is not guaranteed, but that is what we're intending to do. So if you want to see some more of this, by all means do pop on in. And if you've hit that like button, you will, the subscribe button, you will likely get notified, and you'll be able to show up anyway. So for right now, I will say good evening, good day, good night, or good morning to all of you. Thank you for viewing. I appreciate each and every one of you. Mods, you guys have done a fantastic job. Thank you for the great people in the room. We peaked out at over 200 at some point in time here, which is really, really awesome. I'm not even sure how many there were. I will actually take a quick look and see if it will tell me this in... I wasn't paying attention. I was going to... doing too much other stuff here. It says 2.4K, 2,400 view impressions. Let's see if it... no, doesn't tell me what I want to know. Great stuff, YouTube. We're working on it. We're working on it. Anyway, it's all good, guys. And again, I will just say thank you very much for coming, and we'll see all of you tomorrow. Sif is going to be sad. No, Sif isn't being sad. Oh, it's such a long string coming out of there. All right, take care, everyone. Thank you very much, and good night to all.